Welcome back to Bytes and Brews, everybody. Excuse us if we seem a little out of it. We still haven't recovered from our E3 hangover. We had a great time, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Got some cool stuff. Obviously, a bottle opener.
2.
Yeah.
A pizza cutter bottle opener combo.
Which I did not purchase, by the way.
You stole it.
I got a real awesome Doom board game, which I haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
Because apparently it takes 2 to 3 hours to play. And I ain't got that kind of time. Telltale bags, they also give us a lanyard, like really cool. We got to see
Glasses.
some of this stuff. The Telltale glasses. Those are the Let It Die glasses, which are super awesome. And there was a different bag every day.
Yeah. So we got this Batman one that's got Joker and Batman.
Look at that, Mario and Luigi. And then there's another one which is Mega Man and then Red Mega Man. We did a bunch of cool stuff. We got a bunch of cool stuff. But now we just want to do a quick recap of E3 and let you guys know how it was, because it was the first year that we were actually there in person. So we're going to start with the worst thing for each of us. You go first. What was the worst thing for you?
The wait times.
They were not prepared.
No.
Just so you know, this is the first year that they opened it to the public.
15,000 people.
On top of the press and industry people that were there, that are normally there. I had a bunch of friends who've gone E3 like a couple of years running now, and they said, hands down, this was the biggest clusterfuck of an expo that they've ever been to.
Yeah, I heard that from everyone I talked to that's been previous years too.
Yeah, it's just like they just were not ready for the flood, or maybe they were ready and just didn't fucking care.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm hoping it's not the latter. I'm hoping that they learn from their mistakes and that they make it better and they have more resources for next year. Because you know they made a shit ton more money this year than they have any other year. With that many more attendees.
Yeah, I waited in line for 2 hours to get a limited Death Stranding shirt that was only available at E3, and they don't make them in double extra fat, so found that out after waiting in that whole line. But I did get... Oh, shit, hold on.
Okay. I actually bought the shirt because they had it in my size.
Fuck you, Tony. What I did get was the Death Stranding Mondo vinyl.
Nice.
So my Mondo collection started at E3.
It looks pretty sweet. So it's just 2 songs, right? Side A, side B?
Yep.
Both from the trailers?
Yep.
Yeah. I waited in line for 7 hours.
Plus.
Plus, 7 plus. Literally an entire day of the expo was spent waiting in line to play the Doom VR game, which we'll get into later because that's one of my favorite things.
I waited in line for 3.5 hours to play 15 minutes of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, man, it's just insane. It was line after line. You had to wait in line to wait in line. I mean, there were some great ideas floating around. Like when I finally got to the end of the line of Doom VR, the CTO of Doom was like, we just hand someone a ticket, give them a time frame, say, hey, come back during this time. And then, that would be way better because then you can go out and enjoy other things. So, I think that's a brilliant idea. I think that people need to listen to that guy. Also, the CTO of Doom is badass. So
your worst part of E3.
My worst part. It is the first year that they were open to the public, and you can tell because there was this kind of, significant split there. There was things that only industry and press people could do. Okay, fine, I get it. Press and industry, they're more important. They're the ones that are going to be talking about your games, I understand. It just felt like there was so much stuff that the public couldn't really get their hands on. For instance, Shadow War was playable by press and industry, not playable by anyone in the public, even though there was advertising all over that fucking convention center.
God of War.
Oh, God of War 4 was playable, but not to the public. That's another thing. It's just things that weren't there. Last of Us 2 wasn't there at all. Death Stranding, even though you had the album and the
Death
shirt.
Stranding.
Things that they announced last year.
Still were not playable.
Still not playable, or at least to the public. Maybe if you did something along the lines of having just a press day, one day of the convention where it's all just press and industry people, no public people, and then the rest of the time, the other 2 days or whatever, is open to the public. I still want to go next year because I'm really hoping that they the sequel's always better than the first one when it comes to the gaming industry. Assassin's Creed 2 is way better than the first one. Watch Dogs 2 was way better than the first one.
Crackdown Time.
So I'm hoping that the gaming convention follows the conventions of standard gaming. So that was clever.
Best part?
Best part. Well, you go first because I'm gonna talk about my part for way too long.
No, that's fine. Let's get it out of your system.
Okay. So yes, I waited in line for 7.5 hours. Well, 7+ hours. We'll say that to play Doom VR, and Jesus, was it worth it?
There's a video on our Facebook page.
Yeah. We live streamed
right after he came out.
Right.
We asked him how it was, and he just had that smile on his face the whole time.
Facebook.com/bytesandbrews. And you can check out all of our updates on E3 while we were there. But yeah, it was the perfect Doom experience for virtual reality.
Perfect.
Like, it did everything it needed to do. I was a little worried because when I was watching other people play while I was waiting in line, and it was just a lot of standing in one spot, shooting, teleport over here, standing in one spot, shooting, and that's not Doom. Doom is very kinetic. Doom is very move. Crazy ass death metal playing in the background, just ripping shit to pieces, like, and then I got in there, and one of the developers who was helping set up the experience for all the people when they were coming in, told me about the dash mechanic. Instead of just teleporting everywhere, you literally have up, down, left, right here, and if you click in any direction, it does a quick dash in that direction. With that little addition, it makes the whole experience so much better. It gives the virtual reality experience that Doom fast-paced kinetic feel, and it was perfect. It was really fun, and then like the thing that topped it all off, the thing that really made the experience for me, as I was leaving, like the dev started talking to me, he's like, hey man, like how'd you enjoy the experience? I was like, it's really fun, like it's the perfect Doom experience, you guys nailed it. When I was about to leave, he was like, man, I just want to let you know, like, of all, I think this is the second day of E3, like of all of yesterday and today, like you're the only person I've seen play this game like a Doom player. And I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, man, I blushed a little bit. Like, if he would have asked me for my number at that point, I might have given it to him. The fact that Bethesda's just going balls deep in VR is just like, fuck yeah. Just the VR stuff in general at E3 was amazing. Like, these guys, like
Secret Location?
Blasters of the Universe. We met these guys at one of the after parties.
Funny you mentioned that, because that's actually my favorite part.
Okay, yeah.
So my favorite part of E3 was hanging out at the hotel afterwards.
The Ritz.
Hotels. Just rubbing elbows with execs and people that we would never ever be in the same room with if it weren't for E3.
Cliffy B just hanging out, having drinks.
Cliffy B dodging you everywhere.
I swear to God, it was never an opportune moment, man.
You didn't see him
I never saw him. I never, you guys were literally behind me at the bar and we're talking to Cliffy B.
No, I was with you at the bar.
Oh, but George and Matt. We went with George and Matt, by the way. Shout out Matt to the Matcave, George from Game of Hype. Their stuff's going to be in the description of this video. But they were hanging out with us all 3 days, the entire time we were out there. Great guys. They were talking to Cliffy B the whole time while you and me were just getting drinks. Yeah. And then, apparently he walked right by me while we were leaving the hotel. Yeah. Didn't notice him. Yeah. I don't know. I was drunk. That's my excuse. I was drunk.
Getting to meet these fucking awesome people.
Yeah, those guys are Secret Location. Those guys are sweet.
They put out a VR Bullet Hell,
which was super fun. We played it the next day.
Blasters of the Universe.
It was super fun.
It's on early access right now on Steam.
Yeah.
Apparently they said I think it's only Oculus right now.
So yeah, but I know they're eventually going to be releasing it for other systems.
End of the year-ish, they said on PS4.
Right. So PSVR is going to be
super fun, man.
It is
super fun. Bullet Hell.
You know how I love Bullet Hells.
And VR.
And it's the perfect mix of both. Some of the craziest shit happened too.
When you walk in that place, it's magic. Shit that shouldn't happen happens. A 60, 70-year-old man Snapchatting, in quotes, just like, thrown up all over his shoes. It's the best people watching.
A couple just straight dry humping on the elevator, immediately upon eye contact.
Yeah.
This chick came out of the elevator and she was like,
and then she came on the elevator. Fucking drunk assholes kicking tables over.
Also, I almost got made out with.
Right. So Tony, in the same night, Tony got asked if he wanted to be a porn star. And
I almost accepted.
And some weird metalhead guy,
40, 50-year-old,
kissed Tony probably 8 times
on the cheek. Let's get that straight.
I think there was still tongue.
He went for the
Did he?
Straight made out. He was flat out.
He had the forehead thing, back of the forehead, yo, we're brothers.
You're such a beautiful person. It got to the point where he straight up flat out asked me if I wanted to make out, and I was like, nah, dude, not my deal. And then I pieced out.
How we met these guys was they stopped us and cheersed us on the way. We were just walking around and someone was just like, cheers! It's been a crazy night. Some guy tried to make out with this guy over here. And we're like, what? He tried to make out with one of our friends. And that's how we bonded.
We bonded by the guy who was trying to make out with everybody.
Death metal makeout, man.
Oh, man. It was good times. Overall, the
trip was fun.
The trip was fun.
The expo, if I'm being blatantly honest, was kind of disappointing.
A little bit. It could have been way better. Everything that they had there was awesome, but the availability of everything was terrible. We'll see what they can pull out next year. I really hope they're able to recover after this year.
I hope that we can get 1 million subscribers between now and then so we can be...
press and industry. Yeah. But yeah, thanks to George and Matt. We had a great time, and all the drunkies over at the Ritz. Thank you, Ritz-Carlton, for the perfect Manhattan and perfect people watching experience. But no thank you for almost being made out with forcibly. I'm gonna pass on that. That's our little E3 review. We'll give it a solid meh.
Out of woo!
Yeah. In the meantime, if you'd like to take a look at our previous videos, we got an Almost Heroic video over here, and then we also have whatever our previous game, what was the last game we played? We think it's Friday the 13th, that'll show up over here. And if you want to subscribe and check out all of our stuff, it's gonna be over here somewhere. No? It's not here? Probably.